Excuses make today easier, but tomorrow harder. Discipline makes today hard, but tomorrow easier. Worrying about losing is losing before you begin. If you stay positive in a negative situation, you win. Rowing harder doesn't help if the boat is headed in the wrong direction. Big dreams require healthy habits, and healthy habits require self-discipline. The fact that you aren't where you want to be should be enough motivation. The best view comes after the hardest climb. You can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. Life is like a coin. You can spend it any way you wish, but you only spend it once. You can't reach what's in front of you until you let go of what's behind you. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Your destiny isn't written, but every choice you make is the ink. You don't need an easy life. Build a stronger self, and no life will break you. Change is terrifying because it kills the old version of you. Let it die. You don't grow by pretending you're okay. You grow by choosing truth over comfort. If you don't master your focus, you'll never master your life. Discipline means remembering why you started, even when you're exhausted. You're not weak because you struggle. You're weak only if you accept it as final. No one walks beside you. Maybe this path was made for one. You can't control the storm, but you can become the one who doesn't sink. Your life isn't a draft. Every action you take is already your autobiography. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. You're not supposed to be better than others, just better than your own inertia. Stop waiting for fear to disappear. Act with it, and it will fade. You won't get rid of meaninglessness by scrolling. You cure it by building. Be yourself. Every other role is already taken. Sometimes you need to lose yourself to finally stop living someone else's life. Even with tied hands, the one who wants to do good will. The world isn't dangerous because of evil, but because many see it and do nothing. The question isn't if it's hard. The question is, does it lead upward? Your weakness is not the enemy. Your agreement with it is. Sometimes all it takes is one honest thought to collapse years of self-deception. Meaning doesn't fall from the sky. It's forged from action, failure, pain, and persistence. Stop living like tomorrow owes you something. It doesn't. If you're waiting for the pain to vanish before moving, you'll wait forever. No pleasure can fill the hole created by a life without direction. What you live deeply becomes your meaning. Everything else is just a theory. Your mind shapes your actions. Purify the mind, and the rest will follow. A meaningless life is just a life lived on autopilot. Freedom is not the absence of limits. It's being yourself in spite of them. Life is like riding a bicycle. The only way to stay balanced is to keep going. You don't need to feel strong to begin, but you will feel strong if you don't stop. Your wounds aren't a curse, they're a map. Follow them, and you'll find your real self. Freedom begins the moment you stop justifying your inaction. You're not tired from effort. You're tired from a life without meaning. If your roots have become a prison, leave. You're not a tree. Growth demands the courage to change. Sometimes your depression isn't illness. It's your soul screaming, "Enough of this life." While you're a prisoner of the past, the future can't begin. Open the door and walk out, even barefoot. You don't have to continue what's breaking you just because you started it. No one will admire a man who stumbles. But the one who rises, he earns respect. Discipline is an act of self-love, done even when emotions fall silent. You either make choices or become the result of someone else's. Pain isn't random. It's a signal, pointing you to what's real. Your future is built from today's victories over yourself. You won't die from struggle. You'll die from comfort. You're not obligated to be who your habits say you are. Sometimes the best path isn't forward, it's deeper, into yourself. No one will give you permission to change your life. And no one can stop you once you do. If you're not in control of your attention, you're not in control of your life. Being honest with yourself is terrifying, but that's where freedom begins. The chaos inside isn't defeat. It's a call to bring order. The lesson will repeat itself until you learn it. The wolf survives the winter, but never forgets the cold. Don't live in the past and still hope for the future. The tree for your coffin is already growing. Freedom is conscious necessity. The family you create matters more than the one you came from. Never disguise emotion as thought. You don't control the world, but you always control your attitude toward it. The future always begins with how you perceive the present. Not everything that feels like a loss is won. Sometimes it's a release. A person doesn't grow from information. They grow from awareness. Time will pass, with you or without you. Everyone looks for answers. Few dare to ask the right question. If you're still alive, it means it's not too late. You're not obligated to keep going if the path is destroying you. You were raised to survive. Now you must learn to live. Meaninglessness isn't cured by distraction. It's cured by action. Sometimes you have to lose everything to realize you were never yourself. You're not required to stay who you've always been. The strongest walls are built from small daily choices, brick by brick. Some moments demand you to stop escaping and start choosing. You either make meaning or become a warning. Growth often looks like falling apart. Don't confuse it with failure. Love life more than your idea of its meaning.
The one who wants to serve will find a way, even when there seems to be none. You were not born to stay comfortable. You were born to wake the hell up. You don't have to destroy the old you in one day, but you must stop protecting it. While you're postponing, your life is already happening without you. If you feel lost, maybe it's because the old path was never truly yours. Freedom means nothing if it doesn't include the freedom to make mistakes. You'll never cross the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. Success is born from the habit of doing what failures refuse to. It's not about what you get by reaching your goals. It's about who you become by doing it. If a person doesn't know which port they're sailing to, no wind will be favorable. Failure is just a chance to begin again, this time more wisely. The only courage you truly need is the courage to follow your own dreams. When we can no longer change the situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Life isn't measured by how many years you live, but by how alive you are in those years. How wonderful it is that you don't have to wait a single moment to start making the world better, or at least yourself. You've read the words, you felt the truth behind them, but truth alone doesn't change lives. Action does.
Thoughts are the spark, not the fire. Awareness is the map, not the journey. The strength you're searching for isn't in more inspiration, it's in the step you take after reading this. Your life won't shift by what you think, but by what you do. When it's hard, when it's quiet, when no one is watching. Power begins where hesitation ends. Make this the moment where your thoughts turn into motion. Not someday. Now.